What's happening, Dan? Always in here waiting on me, aren't you? Wait for everybody to start coming in. Unfinished. How goes it, man? Colleen, how are you? Dan, was it cold outside? You haven't been going outside much, have you? What you been up to? Half pint? Are you calling me names? Tired. My bed is calling me. I had a hell of a time sleeping last night. I don't know why. I woke up like 4 or 5 times. What is half pint, UP? Is that? It's not your car, is it? Your truck. That I knew. I knew that. Not the answer to the question I was asking, Dan. Sorry. I remember the name Half Point Pint, but I just couldn't remember if it was actually whose car it was. A lot of people, a lot of cars, a lot of names, so it's hard to keep track. Yes, got a whole damn year to go, but they're bound and determined to get me out there putting Christmas lights up. So I may have to do that soon. The dreaded box tote of lights are getting ready to come out. What up, Jeremy? You putting up lights this year, Jeremy? You're a little confused and disappointed. That I didn't remember the name of her truck. Houses with built-in LEDs. That would be nice. I almost went and got those new LED strips. But I mean, I really like the icicle lights. I think they're kind of cool. Oh man. Yeah. So I've been rearranging this whole room and putting stuff away. Old McDonald, what's up? Just make it have lights and put it on the stand in the corner. So I'm rearranging this whole room so I can get my bench back together. Mohawk, what's up, dude? It's been a while. And so I rearranged everything. I went and got a new countertop for my bench, and just moved everything around. And unfortunately, I've not put the bullet press back up here yet, so I'm working on that. So that's your disappointment, is you can't call it my shifter anymore. Yeah. I got some AR mounts to be able to clean it and work on it and build them and all kinds of fun stuff. Oh, crap. Yeah. Got to go get that motor for that car tomorrow. Tell my kid to let the dog in. Bro. How's Mr. Dark's PP? Oh my God. Well, I mean, to get technical, it's stuffed in the closet right now, so. Dude, I swear, if I gotta go up there and let that dog in. Ah! Everybody stay right there. I'll be right back. All right. Sorry about that. Well, at least it's happy. Yeah, I can call it that. Oh. What was disappointing about this whole Halloween is I wanted to be able to get another 12-foot skeleton, because that deep freeze we got, what was that, 2 years ago? We had that negative 41 crap. One-man production company, pretty much. It got so damn cold that it broke him to pieces. So it's been taking a while to. I missed this last shipment that came in. They came in and left faster than they got there. Where's everybody's great voice in the chat? Small letters on my phone keyboard. What kind of phone you have, old McDonald? Because typically you can still do a talk to text into the messages too. You just got to be careful. Some of that interpret way worse stuff. Oh no.
I snuck in.
What's up, dude?
I'm chilling.
Dad
went to bed. He's old.
You'll have that. Yeah, just be careful what you say sometimes. The when you speak into your phone, sometimes it makes no. He's talking to old McDonald.
Oh,
he's talking about using a voice to chat, and sometimes it'll put some different words in there than what you actually say.
Jeremy said chicken Pete. I put the power steering lines on the Toyota, and then I remembered all the beer I have at the house, so I left.
Brake lines.
I didn't do that yet.
What's wrong with
figured-
power steering lines?
They were completely blown out.
Oh my God.
I figured steering was more important than stopping, so.
Ish. I mean, yes, but no. You got
I'm
to
gonna
stop.
come in there early tomorrow ish. I do have brake line though, so that's the good news. The bad news is I can't power bleed it because the master is really weird.
Send me a short messenger. You'll never forget who Half Pint is. Oh man.
Half pint.
I remember the ponytails now.
I don't even want to know.
Here's the video that everybody's been waiting for. I introduce you to Half Pint.
Your favorite Dakota.
She got braids.
Is it a Shelby?
We go around on the other side.
I can't even tell what that thing is. It's buffering so bad right now.
Painted the roof. I think it came out pretty good.
I've seen
Oh, it
people
looks
grade it
great.
before, but that's pretty impressive if you can keep that together going down the road.
Yeah, we still got to paint that other piece though and get that to match that nice shine.
I remember that short. I've seen
Here's
that.
the video that
Is that like, was that similar to the Rampage or that totally different platform?
I think I was just a V6 truck at one point, wasn't it?
I thought it was a Comanche without a front clip for a second, looking at like the cab line, but
Ram 50.
Rampage. I don't know. Let me Google this. I'm about to look up the history on this.
And to think this whole time I thought it was a Dakota.
Oh no, so it's not a Rampage because you get them in rear wheel drive. Okay. Yeah, I've never seen one of those before.
Other than hers, I've probably only seen two others.
Was it in
It's
a
been a while.
it's very Isuzu looking. I could be wrong on that, but well, no, it would have been Dodge would have been Mitsubishi if they yep Mitsubishi motor. Dodge was in bed with Mitsubishi, not Isuzu in the 80s.
I've got the best picture of a Ram 50 anyone has. Well,
I didn't even know they existed.
share it,
till now,
Dan.
but Now I want one because they look really cool.
We hear you loud and clear, old McDonald.
Before
The Dakota. Okay, gotcha.
Well, they got the Dakota out in '87, but it's definitely smaller than the Dakota. They look really good with bed rack in them and some rectangle lights.
Dan, you want my email so you can send it to me? I can share it on the live.
Was it just a Mighty Max, but a Dodge version? Let me look up a.
Japanese Dakota. What's up, John?
Okay, yeah. It was the same thing as the Mighty Max. That's where it looked somewhat familiar from somewhere.
Yeah, there's so many of those.
Dude, I
Those
wish
little
Dad would
trucks.
have got that Samurai. I wanted that so bad as my first car. That little
What, the
Samurai.
one
that
Josh
dude-
had?
No, I think it was a customer's a red one. When he was, clapped as every Samurai is, but I probably would have flipped it over. So
Dan, you got to send me that so I can show it off.
the Japanese El Camino. Yeah, that makes sense. If the ridge lines weren't so terrible, I'd be okay with calling it an El Camino.
There, Dan, there's my email. Just send it to me.
I'm still upset America didn't get Utes. Like, why did we not get Utes? So it's a V8 car pickup truck. Like, that is America. Why did we not get them? It's not fair. That's what it is.
I know what sitting that is currently being.
This coach like it too much. That dude's got it figured out. That's what that is.
Yep.
He's got life figured out. Some days.
Is it the road in my house? Okay. You don't have to do it right now. Okay, that's fine. Why didn't we get Hemi sixes and darts?
Because
In America.
they hate us.
Yeah, I mean they made so many different builds there than they did here. I wish we got some of the ones they had there. Those Holdens are sweet.
We did get all aluminum slant sixes, though. We did get that for a little bit. That was cool. I remember when Uncle Tony was building that one a couple of years ago. I was like blown away that they made an all aluminum slant, and the aluminum brake drums that like some of the early '80s Monte Carlos could have came with if you optioned them right too.
Dude, I couldn't wait to get those off cars. They were horrible.
Oh, I bet they seized great. It's you always want to mix aluminum and steel together with a lot of.
They overheated so fast.
Well, yeah, they just go. Whoop. They're
They didn't warp. They just overheated so fast that you had no brakes.
no, their thermal expansion rate was quite aggressive.
Oh, the aluminum slant sixes were open deck. They
Don't
sucked.
Google. Yeah, I won't. I won't do that. Allegedly.
leave it to unfinished. Oh God. Outrage. I don't know. It looks like I might have to Google Dakota titties first.
It's already in your search history. You might as well just do it again.
Obituary. That's the very first thing that pops up.
That's not very good.
Wow.
It's a bad omen if I've ever seen one.
What's up, Tom? New built on new Wagoneer frame.
That's gross.
How are those Wagoneers going, Tom? Have you seen any?
Ed's got one over here on spinning. They got a newer
Does
one.
he?
Yeah.
Okay.
One of the windows got stuck down already.
Oh, great.
And then
Well,
we
Tom
smacked
works
it
at a
and it
Chrysler
went up.
dealership up north of us.
They're cool looking. They're big. They're pretty big
Right.
SUVs.
Dan looked it up too.
Dakota Muscle Man. Pull one out from
Called
home.
them Dakota titties, I guess.
Hell of a last name.
So what was the outrage? Like, okay, I have to look him up.
Or open deck. So I take it a lot of those like a log. So to do that on those, is it like a GM where it's just start with the driver and then do the rest three at the same time, or do you got to go into a module and go in relearn mode?
Huh. Seeing as hell. What's up, Don? Aluminum 225. Yeah, briefly.
You did. My very limited knowledge on it.
So, if you have to relearn all the windows rather than just one, you probably part of the RF hub then in the door
I would
module.
think so. Got one in the garage. Yeah, I've never seen one in person. I've only seen videos on them. I've had this sticker on my toolbox. I need to put it on there.
Holy
But it might be too much.
crap. This is outrage that. Yeah, let me go back again. You got to be able to see that.
So instead of Rampage, it's Outrage.
Yeah. It's got
What am
mechanical
I even
injection on
looking
it.
at? I like it, whatever I'm looking at, but
That is, well, Mohawk had mentioned Outrage by Mike Copeland, the Dodge Rampage. It's pretty sick.
that is pretty sick. They're just good looking trucks.
No, he's got a double stacker, dude. That's just dirty.
That's just me throwing it in my face.
Might be too profane. No way. Not on here.
No way. We were just watching the Jeff Lutz, his newest video out of the new No Names race, and the Bull Spit dude was there, the Canadian. The no way that guy was.
Yeah.
They randomly showed up in it. Got a little Canadian flag on his shirt. Shit, I said that the day when the North Star was leaking oil. I was like, no way.
Yeah.
Those don't do that.
Well, surprisingly enough, it's not the valve covers. I
Is
put
it?
that oil dye in there, and it's leaking right out of the valve or the oil pan gasket.
That's my
And the bolts are
consensus.
tight.
Any front wheel drive V8 GM platform is just 2 thumbs down immediately for me. Sorry, not sorry.
If they didn't put the exhaust pipe right on the oil pan and right on top of the transmission, it would be okay.
Mm-mm. It had to go there.
Okay, here it is. Sleeveless one-eyed cat shirt, which says sleeves are for pussies. Yeah, that's awesome.
That's pretty good.
Well, it can't be any worse than Big Richard. Everybody likes a Big Richard.
Everybody.
Arts T-shirt.
He needs to put on the back, even you mammy. It's the only way you can make that shirt better.
Dylan, what up? Yes, sir, I did get it. I sent you a text. Said I got it.
Richard
I
Noggin.
figured you was busy.
Me and Dad were trying to come up for channel names with me earlier. We
Richard
came up
Noggin.
with that.
I say
probably
Richard Cranium, and everybody catches on eventually.
some dome.
So it's yours down. Okay, that's cool. I ain't mad. But yes, I did get it. I appreciate it, man. The hell was I? Where were we at?
Dude, that fire we had last night was fucking hot. Like, it was still smoking this morning when I left.
Yeah, Abby kept the fire going while I come over there last night, and she went out today, and the coals were still hot. I do fires even in the wintertime. I don't care.
It's the best time to. I do them during the summer just to keep mosquitoes away.
I just do it because it's relaxing.
I just like burning shit. It's just fun.
That's yes.
I'm so happy when I get to use an oxy torch to cut a bolt off. I'm like, sweet. My day just got 10 times better.
So, Dan, you didn't tell me what you got done this weekend. You said it was okay out today. What'd you get done? What's up, bro?
What in the flying fiddler's flip is going on down here? Give me a beer.
So, you missed it, but Dan got a new shirt idea for Don.
Yeah.
It says a sleeveless, one-eyed cat shirt, which says "Sleeves are for pussies."
Yeah, that's about right.
I could
Perennial
see
Rick
that
version.
anyway.
It's a pandemic sweeping the nation.
It's a thing.
Bolts.
Excuse me. 3 years.
Power. 3 years of my ownership.
Did somebody forget to put an extra Duggo on the torque converter bolts?
Oh, Dylan. Let's see what you got. What turbo both?
Oh.
I don't know what he's talking about. He's probably talking about that old ramp truck he's got or something.
Yeah, he's got it tore apart right now. It
Is it
takes
old
up like his
Chevy?
whole.
Square body Chevy ramp truck?
Yes.
You see a lot of those for some reason. Remember me and Jaden did the Turbo 400 in my C20. We worked all night and then drove 2 hours to Michigan, waited for them to pull it out of an RV, and then drove all the way back and then stabbed it. I've never been so tired. It was like 10 degrees out.
It was cold.
But I wanted to move it
Yeah.
and then reverse. So
I want the energy I used to have when me and your dad put the motor in Grandpa's Suburban.
a little bit right there too.
Have you ever seen one with a
Energy
shitty
where I used
Laguna
to
on the
fucking
back?
Kick transmissions and shit up by myself.
No, don't do that shit.
Can't do that no more.
I can if I'm angry.
Dude, I was underneath my red 84 Camaro taking the transmission out in the rain. And your mom was making fun of me because I rolled my jeans up to try to keep them dry.
What's up, Doc?
Dude, all day Dad's going, "This car's stupid."
That is the first and the last T5 we ever took apart.
Yeah. Strong pass.
I haven't
did
told
it.
Did
one
we do
apart.
a shifter fork bushings or something? Because we put the
The
wrong
shift
fluid
fork?
in it, right? Yeah.
Yeah. The shift fork was broke and all the bushings were bad and the shift bushing was bad.
I just remember
Yeah,
a
we
whole
put-
crap load of fucking roll pins and dowels and stuff we had to hammer
We put
out.
80-90 in it like all the old transmissions had. And it was harder than hell to shift.
Was to have ATF in it.
When you told me that on the Mustang, I was like, "Are you fucking with me?" I
No.
was like, "No, it takes
No.
ATF."
Lesson learned. Yeah.
I had to change the damn
Slow your
output
head.
skill on that transmission. We did it, and then I do it again. No, I like the T5s because I can take them out and put them back in by myself on the ground.
Not me.
Complete engine on the side of the road.
Oh yeah, they're
Yeah.
fun, Dan. When you get inside of them, there's just roll pins and dowels and.
So
oh,
to disassemble the main shaft, you actually have to have a bearing puller. And you
Rob,
have to
next stream
replace
you
that
do,
bearing.
you need to make
What?
my Hemi theorem the thumbnail for it.
All right.
I'll see if I got a photo of that. Hold on. Do you see my Hemi theorem? Hold on.
Oh my God.
Not sure I really want to see it, but
It's
It had some
quite,
heavy thought in it.
it's quite quadratic. Literally.
What the hell did you just say?
It's quite
quadratic.
quadratic.
Do
It's
I
got
need
the
to Google
quadratic-
that?
I think. I don't remember. I just remembered something randomly from math class, and I was like, this looks cool. There you go. This is how I diagnose 5.7s. Yes, the Hemi theorem. That's what happens if I get there first and no one else does for like 15 minutes. I'm just like, I got to do something. equals. Have you seen the photo of me, Jaden drew on that damn whiteboard? Here, hold on, I'll show him the Hemi theorem. There you go. I don't know if you can see that, but
No.
That's quantum physics and trigonometry.
lifters are made out of expired cheese and tree bark. If a Hemi was a sentient being, it would like the smell of its own farts.
I mean,
It's about how I feel about any Hemi ever made. Well, anything made after what 06 when they brought them back.
yeah, when the next generation Hemi came out, it's like,
Yeah.
nah.
Third gens. There you go. A third gen Hemi came out. Don't like them. Not a fan.
When displacement on demand shit came out, I'm done.
It ruined everything.
Yeah, like every motor,
On
not just
Alto's Jeep that I did the lifters in last year, we had to delete the DOD because the oil passages were clogged up, and he didn't know how to
Rob,
fix it.
Can I show the photo Jaden drew of me on the
Yeah.
whiteboard? There. Here's what I look like according to my
Hold on.
buddy Jaden. Oh my God. Hold on. Let's do this.
You got it turned.
technology
It's great.
and children.
What 480 turbo is
There you go.
for sale?
Hold on, there you go.
I'm gay.
I'm gay. Fucking ginormous nose ring.
My S480 turbo is for sale. You know, someone has a cheap turbo with. Gonna put.
Sounds like a cheesy engine if you ask me. I learned that you cannot take the intake off a third gen Hemi without leather gloves on, or you will open yourself up. Good likeness. It's pretty good drawing.
I don't know, buddy.
You're a dork.
Yep. You see who raised me.
Old
Big
McDonald
smile.
sounds like a cheesy
Smile,
engine,
hold
if you ask me.
Wait, hold on. Yeah. That's why I smile like that.
I have a hole in my jaw right now, so just shut up.
You were born without a hole in your butt.
Did you see what Ashley said?
Yeah.
It's true. He didn't have a hole in his butt when he was born.
The turbo will make 800 to 1,000 depending on engine combo. That's pretty good.
Rob, I just want to let you know that there's going to be some domestic violence on Lawver Lane.
No
Huh?
way.
Yeah.
I'm downstairs. I don't hear sirens, so you're
Okay.
good.
All right, good.
Don't affect me. It looks good from my house, so get it because I don't have a house.
Yeah, there's going to be a dark screen and then an empty chair when it comes back on.
He just doesn't want to share his beer, is what it is.
I always share my beer with you.
It's nothing personal, kids. It's business.
Yeah, it's just business. It's freaking cold outside at night.
Yeah.
We're inside.
I was outside. I had to go take care of the dogs.
I'm gonna go light shit on fire in a little bit.
Did you see that Nissan timing that I had in my thumbnail?
Yes.
Dude, that was a nightmare.
Mm-hmm.
It put the 3.6s to shame.
I remember Mark did one of those on it was like a Titan pickup truck. And it wasn't that old. It was just out of warranty. And we were trying to
Phasers
cover
go
off
bad?
of it. What's that?
Phaser go bad and chattering real bad.
I don't remember exactly what it was, but we ordered a kit and it came with a new timing cover. And we're like, why does it come with a new timing cover? Dude, we're going and prying the cover off of it. And it is just fucking hot glued to this motor. And we got it almost all the way off, like last bolt, and all of a sudden it goes snap. And Mark just looks at me like, what just happened? I was like, that timing cover broke. I was like, that's why they sent you a new timing cover.
They were going to send us a new cover, but I didn't, and it didn't break.
Well, you're lucky, bud, because it was, I mean, we were being super duper careful. Like two of us, like,
Did you take the bolts out of the oil pan?
we got, oh yeah, we had everything out all the way down to the bottom, and all of a sudden it was like right at that.
$1,000
Yeah,
for everything.
yeah, it was stupid.
It was stupid. So I just got the chain guides, tensioner, phasers, and I think we spent $1,700, and I was able to get the cover off and not hurt it.
I'm gonna pee on.
But it's got two oil controlled solenoids for the exhaust phasers. The 2 intake phasers are electric.
Look like a Honda Civic driver now.
Oh my God.
They can't. The rev limiter always.
Waiting on the VTEC. Hot tamale, yeah. Man, I just ate some hot fucking Utz chips, and I dropped one, and Lila got a hold of it, and she immediately went to the fucking water bowl.
What?
Poor dog.
They're not
Yeah,
supposed to
she's not
have
gonna be happy
spice
tomorrow.
receptors like that.
What's that?
I didn't think dogs had the spice receptors like that. That's what I was told.
Their smell's like 600 times stronger than ours, so you got to smell
I'm talking not the smell, the taste.
it. It lit her up.
Oh, poor thing.
Yeah. There's probably no water upstairs, and I just filled the bowl up. I'm like, oh shit. Like, she's not going to be happy tomorrow when she goes
Why
outside.
is it so hot?
She can sleep in your room tonight. That's
Yeah.
where she can sleep.
She likes sleeping with you. Don't.
She's watching the door all night.
Oh, yeah.
No, Mohawk's fine, Ashley. Everybody here is good. Anybody that says hi, you're okay.
Houses cost too much. That's right, Dylan.
That cornbread was very delicious, by the way.
Cornbread, and I didn't get none.
I told you put some shoes on. Come out and hang with the dudes.
Dude, I got a hole in my jaw. Like, I've not been right for the last couple of days. I do apologize.
You ain't been right for fucking 51 years.
Shut up.
You would have been eating the back of my fucking hand.
I'm going to take him to a Jeff Dunham show and have him on my knee. Like,
Silence! I killed you!
Smell and taste.
Exactly, Dan.
Use one.
yeah, you have to smell the taste. So dogs
Yes.
obviously have a very high.
I think it was a vet that told me that the Rob wants the camera. Yep, something will happen.
Close hamper. I'll pull with James. When you film.
James is going to be a grandpa. Did you know that?
Yep.
Who?
James is going to be a grandpa.
Really?
Yeah, found out today. Yeah.
Keith?
Yep.
Yes. Yeah, Keith and Faith. Yeah.
Yeah, I couldn't remember her name.
Oh, and I was looking at the calendar today. You know, Hannah's due like any time. Well, Hannah's birthday is the 15th, which is Friday, which she goes to the doctor to see what's going on. Well, Hannah was born on a full moon. Well, did you look what Friday is? Full moon. I'm like,
No
oh, well,
shit.
maybe it might be born on Hannah's birthday. So
That'd be cool.
I was telling Hunter the only reason I remember is we moved in this house in the spring of '97, and then the night Hannah was born. Well, Hannah was born early in the morning. We were outside. Me and James were out in the garage, and we were putting the roll bar in the Mustang. And it was a full moon. I came in. I went to bed. I slept for like 3 hours, and Cindy woke me up like, "Let's go." And it was an ice storm too. So. We got a new one coming soon. Do not fuck with my calculator, Dale. Remember when Dale used to change the settings on my calculator? It used to piss me off. Yeah.
Remember we fucking glued it?
Yeah, I had to because he always fucked with it.
Dude, it's still there. And
Is it
glued in
really
that
still
spot.
there? Wow. Yeah, don't see these switches up here. Do not touch them.
I don't know what the hell they do.
I will
anyway,
murder
so.
you. That's the tax settings on.
Like
Well, that's the tax and the decimal.
when you like set what percentage you add to
I'm
stuff.
gonna
So
have to
our
go back
old
and
boss,
beat
you know,
that
he
out.
learned how to add on an abacus. He would always move these around when, like, I could literally like push $79 times tax, blah blah blah, equals, which is where I have everything set. So do not. I will murder you.
twice. So anyway,
Everybody knows what I typed in there. It's a 5-digit numerical number. When you turn it upside down, it says something funny.
Like we never did that in 1987. Because, you know, the calculator has been around since.
Now, you
no,
guys have the
before cell
the
phones.
little bead thing you had to slide around.
That's called an abacus, dumbass. I already told you about that.
Well, I went to
So,
seven, so I don't know
Before
Yeah, well, you should, because that's where we
before
that. They
cell
really didn't
phones,
teach me that. I don't.
we had pagers,
Yeah.
or beepers, as a pimp would call it, and we'd write messages.
His pimps would call it. What would you text
Yep.
somebody if you wanted them to call you?
911. Because, you know, it was a big emergency that Fred shit his pants or whatever. We had to, you know.
Whenever you have visible full moon, they coyotes go nuts all at the same time. Then two cows around the corner do the same. Then something like Bigfoot just drowns them all.
No, you know what? I've noticed that with the Longhorns.
That's calculation.
County, if I'm camping on a full moon, the Longhorns at night will just scream for no reason. Just
Oh, yeah.
like
Yeah.
sounds like someone's just stabbing them. Terrible.
It's the gravitational pull, man.
It
Man.
is. It
Try
is.
some
I mean,
organic
it,
fuel,
it,
man.
it honestly is. Like, anytime you have a storm, it's way stronger during a full moon because it pulls the tides. So, when you film, it's evidence. Damn it.
That's why I said I'm about to go back and bleep out the murder part.
What murder?
I don't.
What?
What?
What happened? Okay.
Mm.
You been working on much, Jason?
Yeah, I've been doing winterization stuff. I'm just trying to get this week. I'm trying to get caught up on all my loose ends. I've got my whiteboard behind me. I helped a friend. Well, my friend Billy, his dad's got a Jeep that they want to sell, and it's a really nice old Jeep, like that CJ5 that I had, but way freaking nicer. And his dad just wants to get it running so he can get rid of it. I've been working on it all summer. Like I put all new brake lines. I rebuilt the carburetor. It's got an inline 6, and they put a Holly on it. And of course, it was all plugged up, and the fuel pump was plugged up, which I knew that it was upstream. So I just got behind me, I've got a new sending unit. It needs one brake hose. We got excuse me.
How long has it been sitting?
20 years.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. And, but it's really nice. Like they kept it covered up. Well, it's nice because it has a fiberglass tub, not a metal tub.
It helps.
And, I've been working on it off and on all summer when I get time. Like this week, I want to get that done. I got to get whatever's going on in my mouth. I've got like a bone spur that's poking my tongue. It's horrible. I'm going tomorrow to get that
Ouch.
straightened out. Yeah, it's not like a tooth. It's something coming out of my gum. But anyway,
Richardson's mouth.
yeah, something. Yeah, Dexter's something Hale or something. There's a good name for channel name.
Bag of dicks.
Yeah, bag of dicks. Anyway,
Like Benedict's.
will you stop? I'm about to sit on your lap.
Don't do that. You break this fucking chair.
You're
I mean,
right.
they're gonna be mad because they don't have any other comfy chairs.
You're right, because I'm twice the size that you are. But
You mad me.
Major Dick. Yeah, man, you know Major Dick. Major Dick Hale with the weather. Can't remember that. He's an old Dayton guy.
Was that an actual fucking newscaster?
Yeah, he was the weather guy.
That's just
Yeah.
made up. He changed that.
Well, I mean, maybe, but
Or his parents didn't like him much. One of the two.
I assume his parents didn't like him much. I mean,
Traffic.
obviously his name was Richard, but I mean, or Peter.
Traffic got a lot of rear end collisions.
Yeah, a lot of inline catastrophes, a lot of tunnel entrances and stuff. But anyway, But yeah, that's I've done a few winterizations, but I'm trying to get all these loose end jobs tied up, and then if I need to come work at the shop, fine. I have had a few side jobs here at the house, but
Well, we're getting ready to get to 56 back because it needs either the rear main or that back freeze plug is leaking oil. Not freeze plug, but the cam plug.
yeah,
The volley plug.
the valley plug. Yep. Traffic on
So-
TUE, yes sir.
It'd be easier to put
Now, I
the
want to
transmission than it
I
would
want
be
to
the
get
engine.
the. I'm ready to get the Mustang home and get started on it. Get the shit out of the S10. Get the Mustang.
Well,
going.
we got it up on the trailer today.
Mhm. That's what Hunter was saying. Yeah.
Well,
My goal with that thing is to get it going and running by the time Old Time Drag does next year, which is August. So we can get to that point, I'll be good, because I need numb nuts to get his RV training done, because we're really going to be busy next year. So
numb nuts.
numb
There you go.
nuts, numb nuts.
Yep,
Yeah,
Numb Nuts.
numb
That's gonna be my fucking YouTube channel
Yeah.
name. Numb Nuts.
There was a guy that used to be on like Tony's lives and stuff. His name was Numb Nuts. That was a pretty good channel. I kind of like that. That's a good one, Numb Nuts.
Numb Nuts.
Dude, I've not watched Tony in forever.
Oh, I haven't either because I can't fucking deal with it. But yeah, that's basically what I've been doing. Just we've got like I said, we did the fence on the side of the house, which you probably didn't even see last night because it was dark. But
I saw a little bit of it.
yeah,
I think I peed on one of them.
We got a guy coming out next Monday to give us estimate on siding and gutters and driveway, because we want to get that shit fixed on the house.
It's toe up. Or as I'd call it.
And I told him I said I have special requests on the gutter on the driveway side, so I don't knock it off with my fucking camper. And he was like, "Yeah, I get it. We'll do what you need, bud." So I need it
Just
to
put
come
one
out.
of those big rain guards on it and no gutter.
Well, I think it'd be okay if it didn't come down out of the side. If it came out of the front and then went over out of the way, I think I wouldn't hit it. But I don't know. If it's there, I'm gonna fucking hit it. So
Well, I know, but you don't have to put a gutter on that side. You can have just that big splash shield where it runs all in the.
well, the thing was when I had Ben do the gutters, that literally goes all the way from, in the back where the addition is, on that corner. It goes over the back door, around the corner, all the way down that run, and then
Right.
down. And we had the extra big gutter because I always had a leak at this one back window, which
Mhm.
I have the leak at the back window now too.
The
But
6-inch gutter.
yeah, so I want them to. That's the other thing. We got concrete guys coming out to fix the porch, and then under that back window where we didn't have gutters when I moved in, the water would get down this. I don't know if you can see it. We got like block windows here. And
Yeah.
it froze and busted the concrete. Well, I filled it with hydraulic cement like 20 years ago. We didn't have that problem for the longest time. Well, now, of course, this year it didn't rain hard at all because, we're in a freaking drought. But when it did rain, it came in pretty good. So, but
I told you what Mr. Reuter did to me on my drain, didn't I?
I don't want to hear that story. That sounds kind of weird.
They tried to charge me $17,000 to repair my drain that I paid Craig's buddy Jody out by Caesars,
Yeah.
Waynesville.
Yeah, same thing. Yeah.
He came out and went and rented a little bucket, dug everything up.
Little backhoe. Yeah.
Yeah. I paid him $2,500. He got in there and fixed a cracked flange,
Mm-hmm.
ran his camera down, and there's no belly anywhere.
Mine had a belly, so they had to dig it up. It was like six.
So-
I mean, I didn't
Yours
pay,
was like this.
I didn't pay that much. I mean, I paid the deductible, which was like $1,000. So it was like $16,000 for them to dig up.
Right. Well, mine didn't have a belly.
And
Because we ran
honestly,
his camera down my drain.
yeah. And honestly, I still have freaking problems, but
I don't.
it's better. Well, my problems are now where they keep screwing around over here doing the drains and the water and
Mhm.
stuff. And then the guy you guys work on the Huber drain repair or whatever it is.
Drain, yep.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like he's cool. Like he sent his guys out because it backed up one day, and I'm like, "What the fuck is going on?" Because he's the one that did it, and they were like, they couldn't find anything. They're like, "Well, if you can't find anything, we can't charge them." Well, we flooded this motherfucker. Like I turned every water faucet on, flushed every toilet I had. Finally, we got it to back up. So Mohawk, hey Mohawk, put your glasses on. You'll be all right. I love that guy. But anyway, yeah, there is a 2-year. I know it's crazy, dude. That's why I went into RV repair, because it's such an on demand niche. I mean, I'm not the best one, but it's crazy. But I'm past my 1 year point, and I've learned a whole lot, and it's a good deal. If anybody wants to get into it, go for it.
Go for it.
I need you to get acclimated, because dude, there was a point in September which I literally could not keep up with it. I did the stupidest money, and well, you helped me do the AC.
Yeah, a couple AC jobs.
Yeah.
A couple, like that one. Remember when we went out to that
We did
farm? We did
three.
3. Yeah, like
Jesus.
Dude, those horse flies were pissing me off out there. There were so many fucking horse flies there. They had like 17 mini horses. Flies there.
that was $13,000
For a day.
for one day.
Yep.
Like
Not even a long day.
We weren't there for 3 hours.
Of course, we got it set up where we can put the ladder up. I'll go up there, unbolt it. You pull out.
But I mean, it's stupid money, you know. And by the way, I have an AC unit in stock. If anybody needs one, I will really sell it cheap right now. But actually,
anybody looking for a camper for a 29-foot?
dude. So here's the thing: this time of year is not the time to sell a camper. Just so you know, because
Not mine.
no offense, I know you're trying to get rid of one. I'll help you get rid of it. I'll help you sell it.
No, it's the guy that has the white dually at the shop that I fixed his diesel a couple times. I can't remember what his name is, but he has one. He lives in Texas now, but it's at the storage unit right down the street from the shop. It's like an 07.
Let's talk about that. Not on here. And there's.
What's your hourly rate, Jason?
$150 an hour. And I'm cheap.
Going to bed.
Crazy.
Love you, Uncle Jason and Hunter. Love you, Dad. Good night. Love you too. Good night.
All right, Ash. Love you, baby.
Have a good night.
But yeah, I figured I'd ask you about that.
Exactly. So right now is the time to buy ACs, Old McDonald, and stock them up, because in May we're going to be.
Now, didn't you say that camper stuff's 134?
No, it's R22. The
Oh, is it?
The refrigerators are 134. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, but you can't service them.
They're sealed.
They're a sealed unit. They have no service ports.
They do sell service ports you can add, but it's not worth
I'm
it.
not doing it.
Yeah, it's just not worth
not doing it. Yeah. By the time I put a service port on it and service it and try to get it work,
yeah,
you're way ahead just by.
And as junk as the compressors are on most of
oh,
those,
they're horrible. And they
live in the worst conditions possible. They have a stupid cover that does hardly anything.
And if anybody is buying an RV and it's got a 12-volt DC refrigerator in it, walk away.
They're junk.
They are garbage.
So you're not talking about the ones that switch back and forth between the voltage and propane and stuff, right?
No, that's the good ones. You want
Yeah.
So
Okay.
that's what you want. You want the gas and the AC voltage. You do not want a DC voltage refrigerator.
Okay,
They are
that's what I have.
garbage. Yeah. Oh,
Yeah.
that's, dude. We can rebuild that whole refrigerator. Like we can get all the parts for that thing. These DC refrigerators, you can't get shit, and everything on them is junk. Like you got a board that goes bad, it's junk. Like you have to replace it, and it's $2,000 for a refrigerator. Customer cost.
Tom, that's actually cheap right now. Dealerships are over 200. AAA is at 170. Yeah.
RV dealerships are $249 to $279 an hour,
And you're gonna wait.
and you're gonna wait 3 months
Yep.
for them to look at it, and maybe you'll get it in a month or so after
So
that.
there was the RV repair in Miamisburg or Centerville. Which one was it? The one
Yeah,
that
that's
closed
what
down
it
for a little bit?
I like that Mohawk. 165, yeah. I'm actually, I think in the springtime when consumption's high, when everybody needs me, I'm going to go to a 2-hour minimum and no questions asked, because I literally, this is the problem I had the first year. I was charging $150 an hour, minimum 1 hour when I get there. You know, I'm there for an hour, and I was charging $2.50 a mile. 95% of the time, nobody had a problem. 5% of the time, people questioned it.
And they were always the problem.
And they were the problem. But, and I hate to say it, but it's to the point where it's like, okay, when you go to the dentist or you go to the doctor, like I'm getting ready to go to the dentist, who knows how much they're going to charge me? Like even my, what's the minimum called?
Deductible.
The deductible is probably $200 when I go, right? They're probably charging the insurance company $400 or $500. Like I said, I hate to say this, but I have heard this many times. It's like, if you have to ask, it's too much. Because when you go to the doctor, you're going to pay whatever they pay you. When you go to the emergency room, it's way out of shape. When you go to the dealer, it's way out of shape. You know, when you go anywhere, there's a minimum charge. But the thing that I couldn't get to my customers was, okay, yeah, say it's $2.50 a mile. You're 25 miles away. It's going to be $200, but that gets me there for an hour. So if I diagnose it in 15 minutes, I say you need a thermostat. I got it on the truck. It's $50. You're only $200, but a lot of people didn't understand that. So I'm like, okay, well, if you have to ask, it's too much. I know that sucks. I hate to hear that, but I am actually at the point where I'm like, they waste more of my time asking me questions than fixing the RV. I know it sounds like a dick move, but
Especially over the phone.
the thing in my area is there is nobody to do it. Nobody to do it.
Nope.
Your die is $95. Holy shit. That's cheap. That's cheap, Tom. I'm glad that somebody only charges $95. That's pretty good. Like,
Well, depending on what we look at work, it'll go anywhere from 40 to an hour's labor.
Or if you're
Depends on what
nice
it
and
is.
smile, it's free.
Charge them per question.
but I will tell you, customer calls me. I go out there. They're super sweet, super nice. Like I had a guy the other day. He called me for a winterization package. I've got those set at $199, period. And I'll go within a 50-mile radius of where I'm at. I get there. He's a super nice guy. He says, hey, he wanted me to look at his he had what's the bed called that folds up? Anyway, he had one of those beds, and what it was, he had one of the switches or one of the latches were stuck. So I fiddled around Murphy bed. I got his Murphy bed unstuck. And then I hooked, his battery was dead, so I went to hook my jump pack up so I could run the pump. He says, what's that noise? I was like, oh, your furnace is trying to kick on. He was like, oh, yeah, go over to my furnace and try and turn the temperature down. The thermostat's broke. He's like, yeah, it's like 90 degrees and that fucker's trying to turn on. He says, do you have a thermostat? And I'm like, yeah. So he was cool. I was there for like an hour and a half, but super nice guy, you know, just talker. Like, And this whole parking lot's like full of campers. He was like, I know the guy that owns this. Give me your cards. You know, I know all these need done. You know, and I was like, well, just pay me the 150, you know, the 199, and then it was $40 for the thermostat. You know, it took me a whole, I don't know, 27 seconds to take 2 screws out and 2 wires and put a new thermostat on. Like, that's how I usually am that's how I always am when I get there. Like, I do go the extra mile, but if you start nitpicking me before I've even got there or telling me I'm too much, I'm like, okay, call somebody else. But here's the problem with that. And I need it. Thanks, old McDonald. Yeah. That's weird.
Willard, you're stunned.
When they call you and they ask you a price and then they say they're going to call somebody else, which I know damn well there's nobody else they can call. And if they do, it's like 3 or 4 weeks out. Because I've already talked to these guys. We're actually going to have a whole dinner here in December to all kind of get together and get on the same level, which we're pretty close because we want to be competitive. But the problem is, you know, the human psyche is, well, if you tell me you're going to call somebody else and you can't find nobody else, what are you going to do?
They're going to call you back.
They're not going to call you back.
They don't want to look wrong.
They're not going to call me back because they don't want to feel like an asshole and they don't want to be wrong. So I got to learn a way around that. Like, I've got to learn it's usually like, okay, fine, you know. If you don't find anything, you know, let me know. Well, they're not going to let you know. So I don't know how to get around that yet, but we're working on it. So,
Well, what was that RV repair that was there in Miamisburg or Centerville?
Oh, that's not a repair. That's a parts place. That's my dudes. That's
So one of our customers came in and said that they're reopening it.
Okay, now I'm
And
definitely.
and I told him that would be good because, you know, my brother's been doing RV repair and he needs a good parts place because people around here suck.
yeah. That's why is it not coming up? Actually, I buy stuff from them fairly often. Like if they don't have it, they'll eBay it to me the next day. So they're cool. It's by where Dad used to work. I said it's not a repair place. It's just a parts place. Oh, it's Boat and RV Accessories. That's what it's called.
They said that they're doing the RV repair too.
So the only 2 RV repair places that I know were close to that were in Franklin, right there off the highway on 75. There's
So was there one that was closed that they're reopening?
Yes.
Then that's
and I
the
actually
one.
sent those guys a customer today.
Then that's the one. That's what she was talking about.
It's Adventure RV and RV Clinic. They're literally right next to each other in an industrial park. Hold on a second. What's going on out here?
I'm surprised Google lets that information stay up. They're not on point as they were a long time ago. They have a lot more information now that they have to try and shovel through. Google gives the YouTube videos, yeah. They have linked all that stuff, which is kind of cool. Hello, Wendy. Did Don go to bed? Surprised, almost surprised. Yeah. Yes, he did. Okay. I must have missed it. I'll tell him we all said goodnight.
Hi, Wendy. I mean, if you think about those, like, I don't make $150 an hour. I wish I did, but you know, when you work it all out, like, if I only get one call in a day, I'm barely breaking even on, you know, having the equipment and the tools and all that crap. And then I got people I gotta chase around to get paid, and
Yeah, that sucks.
well, that's what I was doing. Well, that's what I was doing yesterday because I had one job here at the house. I still do car stuff, but I'm real picky about it. And for only certain people, you know, like my old customers, like everybody else I send over to you guys, I'm like, if it's something difficult, I ain't doing it. Like, I'm sorry, but I'm just not doing it anymore.
Well, that's the first time I did the drill and pin an LS balancer. That was
Oh
fun.
yeah, I saw that. That was cool. I was wondering how
Yeah.
that worked. I saw that little where you bolt the spacer in. Yeah.
Yeah.
Were you guys putting a supercharger on or something?
No. He just the damper itself, the original one, the rubber started moving, so the pulley was wobbling.
Mm-hmm.
And he said he wanted an aftermarket from Summit, and we told him we can drill and pin it, and he was just like, "Sold, do it." He's like, "You want a price?" He's like, "Nope, do it."
Yeah, I just figured you guys were putting a belt drive, you know, something
No.
on it. 'Cause
No, I did
that's
heat
what I
that
was saying
pulley,
is-
and it slid on that crankshaft like it was meant to. I didn't have to use the bolt to pull it back on. Nothing. It slid all the way in.
Oh, okay. So it wasn't tapered anyway.
No, it was, but I had to heat it.
Oh, okay.
So once I heated it, got it on there, let it cool down, tightened that bolt. I used my 90-degree drill, so I didn't have to take out the rack and pinion. I didn't have to take out the fans. None of that. All I did was take the inner tie rod off the passenger side and lifted the rack up like this. But I had Jeremy hold the drill,
Yeah.
and I
Yeah,
used
you know,
a
a
pry
lot of
bar. It made like a drill press.
A lot of people do use the macerator pumps, but I mean, where are they going to dump it? Like, I was hoping when they fixed my plumbing at the house, that was actually part of the deal, which I'm kind of pissed off about. He was supposed to put clean out there by the curb, so I could just pull up and dump my stuff in it, but that didn't happen. But now we can go down to we can go down to the county building down there where I used to work and dump now. Did you know that?
No, I did not know that.
Yeah, they have a dump down there now. Yeah, they have a dump and it has water and everything. So
See, I thought the only closest place I thought was Clifton.
what was it?
Not Clifton. The
John
campground.
Bryant.
John Bryant, yeah.
Actually, you can go up to Love's up there on 75 and do it too. Oh, actually, no. Actually, you can go to Camping World right there by your work and do it too.
Really?
Yeah, they got a dump.
Okay.
The problem is there a lot of times it's full.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, right here by the house, 3 miles away, you can go to my old work and dump.
Normally,
and there's never anybody there.
We leave somewhere, they have a dump on the way out. So
correct. But what's nice is a lot of times, like, there's always a fucking line. So I'm like, nah. I'll go home. I'll stop by here, drop Cindy off, and then I'll run down to the dump and dump.
So do they have to be open to get in there to do it?
No.
Oh, cool.
No, it's before the gate. Yeah. You go in so when you're going towards there, you go past the first entrance and where the catering, you got one on your right, one on your left. Keep going past that.
Yeah.
You go to the employee entrance and there's actually a sign now that says RV dump. You turn left right in there, and they got two of them.
Holy shit, that's cool as hell. I didn't know they started doing that.
Yep. So they used to do it out at Western, which was out off of Hydraulic Road, like out in West Carrollton.
Yeah.
And that actually was kind of cool because that was an inside one. Now that one you had to pay like $5 to get in. Well, something happened and they shut it down. They had to fill it. I don't know if it was bleeding off into the
tank
drinking
bust or
water
something?
what, yeah. So then they built. It was kind of cool because I quit there like what 3 years ago, and they were. I quit there 2 years ago, and they were actually clearing the field, and I'm like, what the heck are they doing out there? Because it was like a flower area. They couldn't mow or anything. They're like, oh, we're gonna put a RV dump out there. And they were actually at the time they were saying, well, you got to buy a yearly permit for $5. They don't care. And maybe
It'd still
that's
be worth $5.
well, and maybe that's true. You may have to pay $5, but I know everybody, so they're just like,
Did you have to pay out at John Bryant? I couldn't remember.
When you don't camp, you have to pay $10.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Because you couldn't dump when you left for some reason. You had to hurry up or something. I can't remember what it was.
Well, no, I had a blockage, and I had to get in there and clean it out. That was the problem, and we were just like,
Okay,
let's go. Yeah, we were in a hurry, and it wouldn't dump, and now I know why. So, and actually, believe it or not, most of the times your black tanks won't clog up. It's your gray tanks that back up, and they stink. From
I know.
All your food fats and stuff you wash off your dishes. Oh, it's horrid.
Well, they got those little pills you can put in there that help some of it.
So there is this new one that I've been using. It's called Digest It, that you put in the black tank that does break it down pretty good. But still in the gray tank, there's hardly no way to break that fat down.
There was some kind of pill that Steve gave me. I've got like one package left. Enzyme pills.
It's enzymes. Yeah. Enzymes is for the poopy though, not the
no, it was something else for the gray water so it doesn't stink. And because dude, it just smelled rotten onions. It's the only way I can think
of.
Well,
the gray you can put like the lemon or the orange talus down there.
Yeah.
It doesn't break it down. Now
it didn't break it down, but it kept the smell down, and I never had
it deodorized it, yes, but
I never had a blockage.
Still backed up.
But I do know when I would clean it out, when I would dump it at the club, that I would run fresh water down it, and it would take forever to clean it out.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, so what you should do when you're dumping is, so my camper has a hose you hook up. There's a hookup on the outside. You hook your water hose to it, and it actually goes into the black tank, and it's got jets that spray all the sides and rinse everything out. Well, it doesn't do that in the gray, but what you should do is dump your black tank first, and then you run your gray tank, which kind of rinses that out, and then you run fresh water through your tube. You disconnect your big tube, and then you run fresh water through it to rinse it out. Yeah, degreaser in the gray tanks, because that's where everybody washes their dishes. You're cooking bacon, you're cooking, all your fats get. And like I said, the gray tanks actually smell worse than your black tanks do.
It does.
It's crazy. I've never went. Well, I've only done this Halloween was my 1 year anniversary. I have never done any black tank backups, but I have done probably 7 or 8 gray tank backups where like people's showers are backing up, their sinks are backing up. And it's usually from fat because, you're not putting no paper down there. You're not,
Now, I can't say that I've always tried to keep from dumping grease or anything down that drain.
Well, and it's not even that people are dumping grease down it. They're just washing their dishes. And your black tank is a 3-inch pipe. Mm-hmm. Your gray tank's only like a 1 inch or a 1 1/4 inch pipe. So you've
really?
Oh yeah.
I didn't know that.
You've got a lot more restriction in that. And then, like, you know, on my coach, I have two gray tanks. I have the front tank, which is my kitchen or galley, and I have the rear tank, which is my shower and my sink. Well, we don't ever take a shower in that camp. Well, I don't because I'm too big to. So all we
I've
really
never
do,
taken a shower in my camper either.
yeah, we just brush our teeth and wash our hands in the gray tank in the rear. Well, the front one, you know, and usually when we're camping with, you know, at least 4 to 6, 8, 10 people, like, and we're entertaining, we're cooking, we're doing this and that, you know. And yeah, it plugs up. It plugs up with fat.
You know, I never thought about that. I don't think I have a rear tank on this camper because it's got to go central because I've got the bathroom all the way in the back.
Yeah, if your bathroom's in the back, you only have a. Well, where's your galley at? Where's your kitchen at?
Right in the middle.
Yeah, you probably just have one gray tank and one black tank. See, my
I hope
kitchen,
so, 'cause I don't think I had two.
my galley's way forward. Oh, I tell you what, I did run into. So we were at Houston Woods. What are you doing down here? What are you doing down here? You're not supposed to come down the stairs, feller.
Leo.
Yeah, he's got that pinched nerve in his neck. He came all the way downstairs. He's feeling spunky because we've been babying him. Leo, go upstairs. He's doing pretty good. Oh crap. Oh, so we were at Houston Woods and this guy was, you cross each other this way when you're dumping. And this guy had a big fifth wheel and he was like, "Oh, you got he's like, I just realized we got 2 gray tanks." I was like, "Yeah, we got one in our galley and one for our bathroom." And he's like, "Well, this is weird because I don't have a shutoff valve for my front one." And he didn't. There literally was just the cap. He had no shutoff valve for his front gray tank. He's like, "What the hell am I supposed to do?" I'm like, well, the only thing you can do is get one that you can get those gray valves that clip on like your cap. But yeah, it was.
Yeah, mine. I think on this one too, if I remember right, you got one exit for the black and the gray.
Yeah.
So I would do the black water with the big tube, and then put the cap on for the water hose for the gray water.
No, that's not how you do that. You leave the hose on, you pull the black handle, you run the black tank, and then you close the black tank, and then you open the gray handle and you run the gray handle.
So at the club, we had the gray water stations right in front of the camper, remember?
Oh, yeah. Then you did put the hose on it. Yeah, you're right. Yeah.
Now, at the campgrounds, you just...
Right, you dump it all in one spot.
Yeah.
Yeah.
See, it normally take me a freaking 45 minutes to empty the black water into the tank.
Oh yeah, and then run it over to the poopy dump. Yeah.
Yeah.
The blue tank that I gave you. Yeah.
Yeah. So I don't miss that
somebody
part.
Stole that thing, didn't they?
I got it back.
Mm.
Yeah. I think I'm going to renew my membership just to keep the shooting range.
I would love to go out there and shoot, especially now. I am out there.
Dude, we got so many new guns now that
I know. I haven't even shot my Benny gun yet. I got it in fucking 2018. Are you letting him out, bro?
My Hellion is so much fun. Did I tell you I put a suppressor on it at Perry's?
Yes, sorry.
I put a suppressor on my Hellion at Perry's.
Man, I need you to come over and look at this Charles Daly gun. I cannot figure out what model.
I can tomorrow.
Yeah, to figure out what trigger it is. Like, the only reason I really want to figure it out is I'm trying to get I'm trying to get one put together for Mike and April because, you know, they got stuff going on, and it's like he wants to buy this like AR fucking automatic, you know, drum fed 50. I was like, no, you don't need that. Like, you don't need that. I've got a Walmart, you know, Maverick youth model 88 in my closet. That's all you need, but you know, you can't, you know.
Man, they got those G-Force 12 gauges that are pumps, or there's semi-autos too that are cheap.
Well, it's like this one was given to me, and I didn't realize it didn't have a trigger in it. So it's like, you know,
So
yeah.
depending on where you go, sometimes the trigger pack is what you have to register.
Oh, okay. Got you.
So there is a there's a guy in New Carlisle that I need to go to with that old antique 12 gauge Van Chris's, that double barrel.
Yeah.
He's got a butt stock supposedly for it.
Oh,
So
nice.
he might actually have a trigger for it. But again, I don't know. It's like on all the ARs, all the uppers is what you have to register.
Mm-hmm.
Triggers don't matter. You can put whatever trigger you want.
Right.
But my Hellion, the trigger is what I'm registering. It's stupid.
It is what it is. I don't care. I just, you know me, I don't like something that's good to go to waste. So I, you know, it's fine. I mean, if I got to keep it, I'll keep it. You know.
No, we'll be able to get it going. It's just finding the right person
Yeah.
that can find the correct parts.
It's just weird. Like, I picked it up one night and I was like, what? What's missing? You know, and I'm like,
But
oh,
it
whole
should
trigger.
be the same as the Remington trigger.
it's not, because I have a trigger assembly that Benny gave me, because, you know, the Benny gun is a release trigger, and he gave me the pull trigger for it, and it will not go in there. I tried it.
But that wasn't a Remington, was it?
It's a Remington, yeah. Yeah.
But it's semi-auto. Yeah, that other one's not a semi-auto, right? Oh, it is.
It is. Oh. Yeah. It is. Yeah.
Well,
it's weird, dude. You'll have to look at it. You'll be like, what the fuck?
yeah.
Like, what happened here?
Because I swear to God, the Charles Daly was the... I don't know. I'll look at it later.
It looks just like...
I'm going to go down a fucking rabbit hole if I start looking now.
It looks just like what you shoot that's gas operated. Like,
yeah.
But it doesn't look like, because, you know, I'm a Mossberg guy. It does not look like my Mossberg stuff. But
Right.
then my Benny gun is a Remington, and it's like...
We need to get a hold of him.
Actually, you know what? I might be lying to you. I think the Benny gun's a Winchester.
I think you're right. I didn't think it was
I think the Benny gun
Remington.
is a Winchester. Yeah. So, yeah.
The over-under.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, it's a gas operated. It's got the Monte Carlo stock, all that stuff. So, but I think it is a Winchester now that I think about it. Like I said, I haven't shot it. I haven't been trap shooting since before all my stuff happened in 2018.
Yeah.
So
I can't say the last time. Well, other than shooting out at Perry's, that's the last time I went trap shooting. Benny's been trying to get us to go over to the Wright Pat shooting ranges forever.
And I've been out there 10 times this year. It's really nice looking.
I've never shot out there.
It'd be like shooting off the airport, just like, oh, like that gun I have. It won 2 championships when they were out in Vandalia. So, but
You got his number still, don't you?
no, that's a good question.
Because I looked at my phone and I can't find it.
Let's see. Where's my contacts?
These clouds don't really take and hold everything they're supposed to.
Nope.
Well, I'll have to call up there and get it. Have you talked to Bruce?
No. I'm bad.
Won-
Nope.
Wonder how he's.
Yeah, we'll probably need to hold Josh.
I can call up there and get it from Mark tomorrow.
Mark.
At the works the service writer.
Oh, okay. Tell him I want that hubcap for my truck.
Yeah, I still need to go by there and grab that. Hopefully, I think it's still there because as far as I know,
Oh, them kids
Ronnie
ain't
would
done
tell
shit.
me.
Let me tell you, every time I drive out there, half the bay doors are open, regardless of what day it is.
I'm pretty sure they haven't cleaned anything at all since I left.
No, I guarantee they haven't.
Well, Wayne's been in the hospital forever.
Yeah. I seen some derelict kid walking across the parking lot on the phone, like, how do I fix this car? Yeah, that guy's a retard.
He
I
called
knew
me
that,
and
you know, and it's a damn shame because, 10 years ago, I knew that's where they were supposed to go on. Like, they were going to run us all out. Everybody's like, oh, no, no, no. Well, yeah.
Oh!
We're all gone. We're all gone.
Speaking of running people out, Jason Bush is not at AAA anymore. I don't know why he's not there, but he's at Tire Discounters, and he's
It
trying to
doesn't
get me
surprise
over
me.
there.
It doesn't surprise me.
I'm not going to Tire Discounters.
No, hell no.
I'm good with where I'm at.
I knew they were going to run everybody out. And the only reason I knew was eons ago when Hunter was a baby. Hunter was like 3. So 20 years ago, we went down to Disney in Orlando and we had a AAA membership. And my van was messing up. My old maroon Dodge van when we got down there.
Yeah.
And it was on the infield of the old Disney Speedway, which I don't even know how many people remember that. Dan remembers that, I'm sure. And I went in there, and these guys didn't know shit from Shinola. And
Yeah,
I'm
I remember you telling me.
like, okay, so this is like a AAA service center, blah, blah, blah. And they're like, yeah. It was like going into Sears. Like, it was stupid. Like, oh, we can sell you a battery, we can sell you tires, we can sell you wiper blades. But we don't know what you're talking about because I need a distributor pickup for the old Dodge. And I'm like, wow. And I just disregarded it. And then 5 years later is when, I'm like, oh my God. And I remember one of our customers came in and he had moved up from Cincinnati to here. And he was like, yeah, when this Bob Summerall AAA shit took over, he was like, all our normal shops down there just became really retarded. And I'm like, oh, no, we're good. They're taking good care of us, which at the time they were. When they first took over, they did take really good care of us. But about 6 to 8 months later, they started chopping us off at the knees. And
their nonprofit pockets started getting thin, so they had to fix that.
Shit. Nonprofit my ass.
I know.
And, yeah, I was like, oh, okay, good. And I'm like, and I started putting it all together, and I'm like, then I tell Bruce and, Terry and all, and I'm like, hey, I won't be long, we'll be out there. No, they're good. And I'm like, no. I know I'm kind of a pessimist. I understand that, but I'm a realist also. Like, they don't give a fuck about paying us. And then when I really realized it was when I got sick and I was in the hospital. And then when I came back, and I couldn't do my job. And actually, kudos to Bruce and Tom Brummett and Jason Bush at the time. They created
Jason Bush is the one that was blowing smoke.
Yeah, but I will say this for him. Like, yeah, I know but at the time, he and Bruce and Tom Brummett created a job where they wanted me to go around and train the new kids how to do PMIs to make you guys money, or me, back in the day. They wanted me to go around and train, and they were going to pay me like to travel and everything. It was all good. Everything was, and then fucking Guadio got in there,
Mm-hmm.
and he eliminated that job. And we were all like, why the fuck did you? He didn't want me to have that job because I had tattoos. And I'm like, motherfucker, I can wear long sleeve shirts. I don't care. And then I said, okay, I was like, so you're going to take this dickhead's word, and he's not going to be here for another 2 years. And guess what? He was gone 2 fucking years. So, like,
I don't even think he was there for 2 years.
I was so mad. I was so pissed at them.
Yeah, I don't think he was even there for 2 years, dude.
Oh, I was so pissed at them. Like,
When
fuck Guadio. And every one of those technician meetings we would go to, I would fuck with Guadio. And Tom didn't stop me. Bruce always stopped me. Like, quit fucking with him. I'm like, no. I was like, this guy's fucking fake. This guy is fake. Like,
when
you
he was
guys don't
like
understand.
yelling in my face when he was talking to everybody,
Was it he?
and I told him to stop.
I
Bruce
said,
did the
he's a
same thing. He was
locust.
like,
I said, he's a locust. He's coming in. He's going to suck up everything he can, and then he's going to fly away. They're like, oh, you're fucking crazy.
"See you, Tom. Good night."
See you, Tom. Yeah, it's 10 o'clock. We need to go anyway. But
Oh,
yeah,
damn,
I
it
just,
is.
I was so sad because, I was in that fucking building for 22 fucking years. Like, I made a lot of good relationships with my fucking neighborhood customers, and when the tornadoes went through there and we went up around and passing out all that shit, it's like,
Well,
fucking
they all
useless.
know that, but it also afterwards, all the prices went up on everything, and it ran everybody off. And old Ed,
Well, the prices needed to go up, but not as much as they did. The prices needed to go up to be competitive, but they went like
Jethro likes spicy.
yeah, it's just
Well,
it's sad, man. And it's like now it's like I can watch this shit happen right in front of me, and like I can tell you exactly it's gonna happen. But you're not gonna believe me when I tell you, but 6, 8, 24 months down the road, you're like, wow, you were right.
Yep.
Well,
that happened.
I'm not the I told you so guy. Like, I don't,
Right.
I don't gloat on that shit. But so when I tell you what's going to happen, but anyway.
Old Ed Beyer was pissed as hell that I didn't get a hold of him when I quit. I'm like, dude, you wouldn't pay me.
Yeah, he's another one of those guys. It's just he learned from
He
his
talks
dad.
you up here, but for real, he's like,
he wants you in his back pocket. That's where he wants you. And I get it. Like, I get it to a certain point, but now maybe no. I was thinking, well, maybe a few years ago if we were there, we'd be okay, but no. He's too much like his dad. Like, he's just, he just wants to make money off
it's
of it.
like when he was supposedly going to help us get the other place, and that's when he said,
That's why when he found out it was a lease property, it wasn't him buy a property. No. And I get it though. Like, I have a book you need to read. If you read this book, you'll understand.
no, I do understand that. But
Yeah.
when he said, hey, I'm looking for my retirement, not I'm trying to help you guys make money, I'm looking for my retirement.
That's exactly what he's done. Yeah. And that's where his dad was. Like, his dad was a cold, hard motherfucker. Like, he fucked Dale's eyes out when he sold him Beaver Creek Auto. Like, his dad did. Like, he railed him. And his dad railed his son too. Like, his dad railed him, selling him the other one, but he lucked out and kept it going,
Well, Dale ended up making a bunch of money. So,
but
well, thanks for hanging out and chatting, bro.
Love you, man.
Love you too.
Everybody in the chat, Have a great evening. I don't know how many is in here, but
There's 8 at the moment. But love y'all. Thanks for hanging out. Later, bro.
see you, love. Love you.
Love you too. Bye, Colleen. Take it easy, Dan. We will I'm still gonna try and do a live at work, but I'm working on this stupid laptop that I got. So we'll have to see what happens. But y'all take it easy and we'll catch you on next Tuesday. All right. See you.